Hello, my name is Sekit, and we're back. We're playing FTB Infinity in the Retro series, and just for the record, I'm considering Retro anything 1.12 and earlier. I feel like this was kind of like the peak of the classic game. Now we're in the new era. I love the new era. It's great. But for this series, we're gonna just play 1.12 and previous. Last time, we made our iron backpack. It was fine. But I went mining, and we can get a gold one, which gives us 2 more rows. And if we're feeling rich, we could make a diamond backpack. Now, let's see. We're gonna need some more chests. Where is everything? I don't even know. So let's go ahead and grab this one. We're feeling rich. We're gonna do it, and it's gonna be worth it. I went mining with just the iron one. I wonder if we can do this right from here. Yes, we can. Very nice. Going mining with just the iron one showed me that I did not have enough inventory space in the backpack. Okay, that's a significant upgrade. I'm very happy with that. Now we got to go exploring, and I realize this is an FTB pack, so we probably have set home. Let's see if there's more than one. We do set home base. You can't set any more home locations, so just the one. So if we're over here, let's see what happens home. Okay, so there's a 5-second cooldown. So not the greatest for getting out of a sticky situation, but it will get us home quickly. And inventory space is what we need because we still haven't found a village. Try as we might. And that is where we're going to find things like vanilla crops. On the way, I'm hoping we can grab like more. Oh, we should grab bone meal. If you want to pick this fruit, but it's not ripe, you can bone meal the fruit directly, and it takes 3 fruit to make yourself a brand new sapling to get all the fruits you want. So that's definitely something that we have 2 bone meal and 2 bones. Well, we'll take a little bit with us just the same. I don't know what I used all my bone meal on. Maybe I used it on my last trip. Can't remember. Now, there's a lot of food in this pack, and one source of them are these gardens from Pam's. You can break these, but I guess you can't right-click. Can we shear them? No. Okay. We just we get the stuff from them. The reason I wanted to try is because on the ground, left to their own devices, they'll spread, and there's a lot of different seeds you can get. You can tell it's been a long time since you played older versions of Minecraft when you get a carrot and you don't recognize it. I think there might be gardens that we can get potatoes and hopefully beetroot out of. I don't think they're these. Or maybe they are. Awesome. Now these are from Thaumcraft. They might come in handy later. If you break them, oh, you don't get blaze powder just from breaking them anymore. You can craft them into blaze powder. And I think they have uses in Thaumcraft beyond that, but it's been a long time. Aha. Oh, look at the old village. I'm under a slime island. No wonder it's dark. Let's see what we can find. Oh! Waystones are a fast travel mechanic. I didn't know we had them in this pack. Okay, they're craftable. We need more than one of them to make them worthwhile. But oh, hello. But one's a start. Hey, beetroot. Awesome. Yeah, they really used to live like this. The vanilla game has improved so much, but these old mod packs are very worth playing. Oh, hello. What do we have here? Storage crate. Do these hold their inventory? No, they do not. That's a lot of storage. But don't hold their inventory. Now this looks like a railcraft building. Let's empty out our inventory here. Hey buddy, nice pants. Let's see if we can get in there. What do we have? A couple random things. I'll take this rolling machine. It's better than no rolling machine. I'd love to take this with me, but we just break it. But we'll take it. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Those will break too, huh? Okay. Now we know. But all of these storage crates take with us. We'll just leave the rest of it alone, I guess. Now, this looks like it might be a forestry building. Now, just a beehive was randomly back there. Okay, I think we've about exhausted this spot, but we are going to make a waypoint for it, just in case we need some villagers for something. Now we got more food than we're going to be able to fit. So what we're looking for is to upgrade our chests, and we're going to do it with good old iron chests, just like old times. We're just going to need, they're expensive in the early game, but they're very much worth it. The upgrade, you can craft them directly, but we're going to upgrade the ones we have sitting around. We'll just make this one an iron chest, and we'll further upgrade it to a gold chest. And see, the iron chest has as much storage as a double chest. The gold chest increases that further like to a significant degree, and the diamond chest is even bigger. The ones past that, I believe, are just visual, but these are going to help us out a lot. Now, the next thing I want to do is upgrade our processing. This is great, Tinker Smeltery, but we're mostly going to use it for making weapons and stuff. We want to go ahead and use its properties as an alloy maker to make ourselves some electrum, which is 1 gold and 1 silver. Yeah, the other thing with a smeltery, like we don't quite have a way to just produce lava for it. We'll want that first. Okay, 2 electrum. Very nice. Just let it pour out. What I want to get into is thermal expansion, and we're going to need a couple of things to get started. What we're basically looking for, first off, is a way to store power. So we're going to make a lead gear out of 4 lead. A little glass and iron will give us an energy cell frame. We're going to need a block of redstone. And that's all there is to it. Doesn't hold much. Holds 2 million, which, that isn't bad. We can upgrade it such that it holds a lot more. Now that we have some place to store the power, we need something to power it with. And thermal has all these different dynamos, and what we're going to use is the steam dynamo. So we'll need solid fuel, we'll need water. Where are we going to get water? Because it burns it up. That we are able to just go ahead and basically produce at this point. I need one of these Aqueous Accumulators. Now, the Aqueous Accumulator will run without power, and it's mostly just, vanilla resources plus a little copper and a little tin. We're going to need 2 iron gears, real simple, and then these device frames. It's not what we want. We want a copper gear, and then a little tin and a little glass, and just a little bit more glass and a bucket, and we have ourselves an Aqueous Accumulator. Now you want to put it down, maybe not right there. You want to put it down in an infinite water, crying out loud. Like, you want to put it down in an infinite water source. I'm doing a terrible job. You want to put it down in an infinite water source. And now that we have that, if we were to look at the GUI here, we can see it's full of water. And it'll just do that. And we can pump water through pipes. We can do all kinds of different things. What I think we're going to do is maybe put a dynamo right on top of it. Let's see, make sure we have all the resources for this and I don't need to go caving or something. Okay, so 6 copper. Do we have 6 copper? Yes, we do. I think we have everything here. We got copper gear. And the redstone transmission coil uses silver instead of electrum. It's electrum to send and receive. Silver sends, gold receives. So it's all very comprehensible in that way. Now that's all well and good, but we're going to want to be able to feed fuel into it automatically. Oh, better sleep through the night or we'll have a roof full of creepers. Probably going to put some skylight up in here. This is eventually just going to be a mine entrance, but we'll probably be here for a while. Put some direwolf style skylights up top, make sure we don't get charged by creepers. So we're going to make ourselves a fluid duct. There's not much to it. It's copper and lead, and I don't think we'll need a servo. Servos in thermal, kind of a self-contained automation. We used one kind in the Aqueous Accumulator. I've got that exactly backwards. We used one kind in the Aqueous Accumulator that's always just a crafting ingredient. But thermal expansion, which I really hope is someday updated to the new version, I keep doing this wrong, adds its own pipes. Now, I don't think we're going to need one in here. I think this fills up automatically, but we're about to find out. Yes, it sure does. Hence because of the servo inside it. Now, we've got our water in here. Now we need some solid fuel to make some steam with. Now we have, where's the resources? We got a healthy amount of coal. I'm just going to throw a stack in there. And we can see the energy cell filling up its buffer at a pretty good rate. We're going to want to move that energy around. So also from thermal expand, or thermodynamics, as this is past when it was just thermal expansion. We've got these Bloodstone Flux ducts, which, what do we need? We need a couple of lead, we need a couple of 6 redstone, and a glass. And I want to say there are 5 tiers of each type, fluid, item, and liquid. Yeah, we can make the hardened, and then the next set up, let's see. So the signalum, we'll be using these redstone energy flux ducts for which we need a complicated crafting mechanic. And then the top tier is the resonant, which we can make with either Enderium ingots or we can upgrade. You know, you kind of see how it works. But these you just make, well, we'll get them. Now all these blue markings, the blue in our configuration here, that's will accept energy. This one's the front, this one's the back, and bottom, top. It's all very comprehensible. What we want to do is set the right side to orange so that it will extract energy, and we can just throw a couple of flux ducts along here, and we can send power right down a line. Now the machines I want to make are going to take more copper than we currently have. So let's see. This is the kind of copper ore that I've seen generating in the world. Okay, so it's best found like Y equals, low 50s, high 40s. So I think our best bet is to probably just find a surface cave. Grab a couple out of there. I thought I saw one like up behind us. Yeah, here we go. We're just in at the entrance here. We already found a little bit. I'm seeing like naturey stuff. I wonder if this is an early version of sure we'll learn about that soon enough. I wonder if this is an early version of the Quark underground biomes. I know Quark is in this pack. A couple of ASCII's mods in here. We got Quark, we got definitely have Botania. What do we got down here? Mine shaft? Looks like a mine shaft. It's a mine shaft. Take those foam crash crystals though. That floating light is a mob. It's a wisp from Thaumcraft. In the overworld, a lot of these guys are friendly. They just kind of, well, passive, I should say. Just kind of float around. I thought I saw another one over there. In the Nether, they're almost always hostile. They can certainly be hostile in the overworld, but that one's just hanging out. I think we'll let it be. Now, the first machine I want to make is a Pulverizer. We're going to need a piston. We're going to need another one of these redstone reception coils. Some flint, yes, a little bit of flint. Very nice. And 2 copper gears. And we still got to make the machine frame. We need some glass. Let's get some glass. Oh, we forgot to make the tin. I forgot to make everything about the machine frame. Okay. Okay, that one took an iron on the inside. That's interesting. Now we need another iron. Thought I was all ready. I am not. Let's see. Here's our machine frame, and here's our pulverizer. Now, what this does, if you haven't seen it before, is you chop things up. Most importantly, you can see the fuel going in. Most importantly, it chops up ore. So let's say we have some nickel, right? It's gonna slowly but surely. This is the lowest tier, but it will eventually chop each ore up into 2 pulverized nickel, and then you can smelt those into 1 ingot apiece. What we want is to turn auto input and auto output both on. We're gonna set orange, because you can set these 2 slots to input and output to different places. We're not super worried about that. We're gonna do this input for the back so it can get energy, although I'm not sure it needs it, but we're gonna do it anyway. Now that we got our pulverized ore, we need something to cook it up in, and we're gonna make a redstone furnace. It's just some brick blocks, bunch of other stuff that pretty easy to recognize by now. Another machine frame. This will hopefully be the last thing I have to use that to smelt. There we go. And we're gonna need 2 copper gears. There we go. 1 redstone furnace. And we're gonna put this right here. Now, we're going to do a similar thing, but we're going to turn that off, this off, this one off. There's our output, and we're going to have 2 inputs here. One to the left, so it'll take from the pulverizer, and one up top for things we don't want to or can't pulverize. Now, once we turn auto input on, and the auto output, well, the auto input will allow the pulverized nickel to go in there and start smelting up. The auto output will allow us to throw it all like into a chest or something. So if we had an iron chest here, the nickel will start going right into it, right? Right? Or are we gonna need a pipe in this version? We might need a pipe. Let's see. Can we go in? Yeah, we can go in. We can go in just fine. But it doesn't want to go out, so we'll have to get rid of this and make ourselves an item duct, which isn't very hard to make. Well, just the basic one that's opaque is just a lead and 2 tin. I can make one right now. The item duct itself, though, is not gonna be enough. For this, we will need a servo from thermal, and it shouldn't be too hard to just make the basic one. This just regular servo. Okay, redstone, iron, iron nuggets, and some glass. I think we have iron nuggets. We do. One servo. Okay, so we'll stick our item duct right here. We'll pop our iron chest down. Now, this, it doesn't want to pump out of there. Oh! I take back everything I just said. I thought we clicked that. We didn't! So we don't need the item duct just yet, but we're certainly going to in the near future. So for each coal that we burn in here, we're going to get 24,000 RF. That's a significant improvement on our old vanilla furnace here. We might as well just throw all this charcoal in here. Otherwise, it'll just be stacking on stuff. So I came out to grab some obsidian, and I found some cotton. This stuff is great. It's basically, growable wood and wool and string, and it doesn't get much cooler than that. We got raspberry bush, cranberry bush. We'll leave that alone. There are a couple different kinds of bushes. Those will just break. If I break them, they probably won't drop saplings. So there's one more machine I want to make today, but we're gonna want a little bit of netherrack. Oh, look at that obsidian. We're gonna want a little bit of netherrack to make it, because we're gonna need nether bricks. I'm sure netherrack will be by far easier to get and smelt down than it would be to find a nether fortress. Also, I don't really know what we're in for in the nether. I assume it's going to be a modded nether. We're obviously pre-nether update, but biomes aplenty and mods like Natura, which we have in this, do add quite a bit of variety to the nether, and it can be quite dangerous. Okay. We'll just sit this back down out of the way. Make ourselves a flint and steel. Light her up. Head on in. Now this is of course before the Nether update, and it was the Nether update where Mojang made the loading between dimensions much, much faster. So I'm gonna just not move. We could very easily be standing on top of a giant, like, lava ocean or something. Oh! Look at that old school netherrack. Oh boy. We are truly back in the day. We just need a little bit for what we want to do. But since we're here, it doesn't look super, super dangerous. Let's go ahead and make a waypoint for our Nether Portal. There we go. And grab a couple of things, like this cobalt. Oh, and there's ardite? Okay, we do not have a cobalt level pick. So we're not actually going to be able to mine any of this stuff up. We can mine obsidian, but we'll need something that can mine cobalt. Like, we cannot, you see the X is telling us that we'll destroy it rather than mine it. What is that? Oh, another draconium ore. Take that. Cleaning up on draconium ore. Did we get that? I can't tell. One of the things with the old netherrack texture is I have a very hard time telling up from down. Easy to get lost. We're definitely going to take this ghost wood. It's a really nice texture if you're building like rustic. What is this, a block? I'd like to take the trees, the saplings with us if we can get some. Don't think we got any. There's another one over there. Oh, there's a nether fortress right there? This is a very lucky nether spawn. Now that is a quark mob. Apparently, ow! Lag didn't help there. Apparently there's a way to tame them. We might give that a try. Let's go ahead and smelt up a little bit of netherrack. And while we're at it, I want to add sharpness to the sword here. Right now it only does 5.5 hearts. It's a little worse than iron. But we can pop up to 72 quartz on it. And that'll increase it all the way to 8.91. We can also keep putting quartz on it for another level. And I think that will only... Well, we might have used both modifiers on that. We'll have to see. Now, to make this induction smelter, we will need a little bit of invar, and that's iron and nickel. It's 2 iron to 1 nickel ratio. Now, what we could do is just turn the auto input and outputs off, get the dust, mix the dust together, and use that to make the invar. Or we could just come out here to the smeltery and have this do the alloying for us one last time. At least for stuff we can make in our induction smelter that we're about to build. Now we want this off because nickel and iron have different melt. Takes them longer to melt. The nickel I think melts a little faster. We'd end up pouring all the nickel out before the iron got in there. All right, so we'll just let this alloy up, and now we'll turn it on. Okay. Oh, got a little bit of iron in there. Now to make the smelter, it's some familiar parts. We're gonna make another machine frame. We're gonna make another redstone reception coil, another 2 copper gears, an invar gear, which was the point of making the invar in the alloy smeltery. And I guess it's just sand. I thought it was nether brick, but it is just sand. So we didn't actually need to go to the nether. That's okay. It's good to take a look at it. Now we're going to set this one up so it ejects everything into the chest to its left. You can see we've got different input slots, different output slots. We're not going to be doing anything too complicated with this thing yet. So we'll just go ahead and keep it simple here. But now, and we're going to turn turn the auto input and output. I wonder if output is enabled by default. I wonder if that's what's going on there. We're going to unlock this so that we can smelt. There's a way you can use this, I think, as an ore tripling mechanic, but I don't think we're probably gonna do that. So now let's see. We got a little bit of nickel. Yeah. So next time we feel like making ourselves some Invar, some Electrum, or many other different types of alloys, we can just throw the parts into our Induction Smelter here, and it'll deposit it right here in our iron chest. And I think that's gonna about do it for this time. Next time we'll be back. We'll work on probably getting into Astral Sorcery, because I want to start that as soon as possible. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.